Hello everyone, Manathrall here with a weekly update video for RuneScape. Now there's actually not too much this week, it's just a patch notes week. So I'll go over some of the RuneFest information that was released today as well. But I'll do that after the patch notes. So first we'll go through the patch notes. And it also does say in preparation for next week, there is no updates next week at all. Because, for the preparation of Menaphos, which is going to be released on June the 5th. So they are saying about going over the requirements to actually do the quest. Which, if you're not too sure of what the requirements are, you need to have Stolen Hearts done and Diamond in the Rough, and you have to be a RuneScape member. Now, there is other things that will help you along, and that would be as follows. And for quests, it's Ictharian's Little Helper, dealing with Scabarus, Missing My Mummy, Do No Evil, and Spirits of Elid. There's also 88 Slayer, 72 Fishing, 73 Hunter, 50 Agility, Construction, Crafting, Divination, Engineering, Prayer, Runecrafting, and Thieving. So it's still a great deal of, stuff coming. So there's more stuff you can do with the more stuff you have completed. So, off to the next part, live streams and competitions this week. This is about, including the last week's Road to Menaphos Slayer Q&A, so there is something about that. So if you do want to see that, that's a stream that happened last week. But as far as this week goes, it's just Sunday, May 19th at 1800. PVM with Mod Lee, which that was actually yesterday's. Why they have that as listed as that wasn't even yesterday's. That is completely all messed up. So there's, that don't make sense. I'm going to. They probably meant the 18th then, because that's the 19th was a Friday, so that's definitely not it. And also, there's a reminder about when an all expenses paid trip to RuneFest, which, if you aren't familiar, that is with the Path of Menaphos type riddles, cryptic clues, and all that kind of stuff. Which is why my updates have been kind of wonky this weekend, because trying to make sure I can do that as well. Also, you can win a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080. All you have to do is take part in the Skybox competition, and all you need to do for that is log into your account, use the new Skybox features, and then go into the free cam and take pictures of your surroundings. It's this if you don't remember. So it says the entry criteria is simple. Take a picture in game, ideally with your hood hidden, F2 in space, while in the orb's free cam. And if you fancy, it says you can enter here or you can enter through Twitter. And if you enter through Twitter, you have to use the hashtag Skybox competition. And it says they will shortlist all applicants on the 22nd of May and make a decision on who wins shortly after that. So that is actually today. They make that short list, and they will be picking people shortly. So good luck and congratulations. Oh, it does say competition is now closed. So congratulations, whoever may win it. I'll announce who won it, because that's pretty awesome if you win that. Same goes for the Menaphos thing. Now, as far as the patch notes go, for graphical, some missing light point or point lights in the Shattered World staging area have been put back in. The loved up resting animation now loops correctly. A graphical issue with the samurai outfit has been fixed. Guard on the hill north of Falador has had his chat head restored. The angelic Inari pet now appears correctly when set as a familiar override. Skills, D&Ds, and minigames. Broken sigils from Shattered World are now always kept on death. Bladed Dive can no longer be used while bound by various boss attacks. A typo on the Abyssal Knight Quartermaster has been fixed. Simona can no longer give Slayer assignments to underlevel players. The level 3 Herblore level up message has been corrected to mention recruitment drive instead of null. Smithing Dragonbane bars no longer displays a negative quantity. Players can now deposit offhand weapons in Steel and Creation. Scavenging perk message is now white and type of component rare or uncommon colored. It is no longer to place Dwarven Challenge barrels on top of portable skilling locations. It is now possible to add compost to Trollheim Patch when it has something growing in it. Quest challenges and achievements. Anakra's Lament now displays the correct requirements for Prayer of Magic in the Quest Journal. A typo in the Quest Journal for one piercing note has been fixed. Players can no longer reroll daily challenges for free. The Troublesome Crystals achievement now shows a list of crystals needed and acquired. An issue that was preventing the Taskmaster emote from unlocking has been corrected. Explorer Jack now once again hands out rewards for completing area achievements. The achievement tracker will now shuffle achievements upwards if there is empty space. The road to Menaphos is now highlighted on the world map for players who have some quests to complete. Players can now teleport to the Grand Exchange or Miscellanea with the Luck of the Dwarves ring. Count Check has been moved back home to the Stronghold of Security. 5% increased damage buff is active once again for the Madret Aura. The Zerus Godsword special attack has been buffed. Melee attacks performed while standing inside the black hole now do 25% additional damage, up from 10%. The Ward of Ictharion will now heal the correct amount with death support unlocked. The Berserker, Maniacal, and Reckless Ores, 15% additional damage taken can no longer be avoided. The item kept on death interface will now display the correct price if reclaiming items from death. Players can now consistently bank from any direction in Coniphus. A typo in Cocoa Berries Examined has been fixed. Spelling error on the Impurus Senestin crystal has been fixed. Attempting to withdraw from an inactive rune pouch no longer cause a disconnect. Antique, Skilling, Experience, Protean, and Rusty chests will now always be protected on death. Increased Strike Worm attack range so players can no longer safe spot them. That's actually kind of big. Several examined issues on Barrow's augmented shields have been fixed. Seals of Cywar, Faceless, Furies, and Dragon Riders are now always kept on death unless dying in the wilderness, where the seals get converted into coins. The signpost in Catherby no longer allows players to stand inside it. Detonate's buff icon will now attempt to display a percent icon when it hits or gets near 100%, so it can be more reliable. The following changes have been made for visualize option on the world map. Environment overrides will no longer reset when teleporting to a lodestone. That's going to be nice. The Blood Day and Nightstone overrides are now available via visualize if unlocked. The Shattered World skybox has now been added to visualize. There are now buttons for each skybox/filter menu to return to the previous menu. And last week's hotfixes. A disconnect when logging in with a certain combination of achievements has been fixed. The damage from mutated Dazzling Shot Puncture effect no longer heals Nex during her blood phase and is no longer reflected by Raxor's Web Shield. The Skybox Filters menu will now stay open when selecting an option, allowing players to cycle through them. And Ninja Fixes, the High Scores interface will now be open will now only open the seasonal high scores tab if there is an active seasonal running. Otherwise, it will be default to the high scores. So, now we're going to head over to the RuneFest news. You can get your tickets. You can get the early bird pricing, which if you book before the July 3rd, you can get the RuneFest only tickets for £99 plus a booking fee. And the RuneFest and night before combo ticket is £125 plus booking fee. And if you book after July 3rd, it is £120 plus booking fee. And the RuneFest and night before combo ticket is £145 plus a booking fee. So they want you to keep that in mind. And if you do click those links, it'll show you some more information about exclusive reveals, about the result of 2017 and some things in 2018. There's also what they call epic events. There's cosplay. You get to communicate more clearly with JMods. You get to interact with them. You get to party with fellow RS goers. I know unless I win the tickets, I probably won't be going this year. But I know next year I probably will be going. Just one of those things where it didn't quite fit into my schedule yet. So that'll do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, later guys.